Hello, beautiful people. This is Miss Gloria. I'm with Our Lifestyle. And so, in my little vlog today, I'm going to talk about the difficulties people are having making ends meet. And so, I was just going through my phone and I was cleaning up some things and I was going through some apps. Somehow I wound up on YouTube, the YouTube shorts, I believe. And people were really coming down about how difficult it is to make ends meet and how stressed they were and all the issues that they were having because they could not make ends meet. And I was like saying to myself, wow, this is really something that's going on. And I remember back in the day, we didn't talk about it with anybody. We were going through what we went through. We talked about it perhaps with our husband or wife, our family members. But really, we didn't even let our family members know because people were like, that's private. When you're going through whatever you're going through, you just pull your bootstraps up and tighten your belt, as they used to say, and you try to make things work, right? But it is really challenging out here if you got those of us on, online talking about how difficult it is to make ends meet between paying a mortgage or rent and then paying car payment in certain parts of the country and paying the car insurance, which you must have. You can't drive without car insurance, or at least you shouldn't. And then you have to put gas in the car, and then you have to have enough food for the week or for the month. And then you have toiletries, the stuff that you have to have in the house that have absolutely nothing to do with food. And then you have, just regular things like when something breaks, or, you know what I'm saying? It is a real challenge right now out here. And a lot of people are not able to make it. And then you cannot turn around and ask someone else to help you because they are also suffering. So it's a real challenge out here. I'm hoping that we are being, kind to each other and helping each other out. Even if we can't help each other out financially, we can try and help each other out, on a moral basis, and be a bit more empathetic toward the fact that, it's really hard times. And then you have these jobs that you go to where they don't make things better sometimes because, especially if you have a part-time job, you go to work, next thing you know, you find out your hours are cut. So therefore, you can't make payments for what you think you were getting ready to make payments for. And the interesting thing about nowadays is that we can all identify with it, when back in the day, it wasn't something that we could all identify with. So these are just feeling like end of times. And I'm not like being one of those people that's a fatalist. No, but these are not no joking. I'm going into my bad English, but these are not times for the faint. And these are really unfortunate times. But the only thing, okay, so let's see me, how I make it. One of the ways I make it is I budget as best I can. Of course, the most important thing is to have some boundaries and to be a budget. So I budget my food, I budget all my other bills. I write them down. I have them pop up on my phone as well as reminders. And I don't eat out a lot. I may take my daughter and myself out once a month, if that. And we don't splurge. We just have the opportunity to eat at a place where we really like to eat at, and that's that. If we can't do it for that month, we won't. And I don't impulse buy anymore. I used to buy things that I wanted, not things that I needed, but like, how some women have got to buy these shoes, got to buy that, pocketbook bag and stuff like that. That's totally cured. I don't do that anymore at all. If I don't need it, I pretty much don't get it. And so that's how I'm making it, as well as I just, I have a lot of faith. And of course, I'm a Christian, so I use my faith. I don't, I'm not just one of those people that like, I have a lot of faith. I believe in Christ. And so therefore, it's all about going to church. No, it's not about going to church. It's about having my faith that I believe. I have it on the inside. And so when I have challenging times, I go inside and I have my faith on the inside, fortunately, and I pray and I meditate and I visualize, and everything always turns out for my good. I'm so blessed to say. I mean, I have everything I want, but I have totally every single thing I need. I have enough food to eat. I have a beautiful place to live. So now I want a car. I don't have a car. I had a car, but I decided that where I live, paying a car payment and paying for gas and paying for car insurance, which came up to more than $1,000 a month, just was not a necessity when I live in a city where I could jump on a train, bus, Uber, or Lyft. So you got to, sometimes you just got to say no to yourself. You have to do without. In the meantime, I'm saving for a car. I'm hoping and praying and wishing, and it would be nice to have the car, but I do have to admit I do not miss the aggravation. And when I really want to go somewhere, I'll just jump in an Uber or a Lyft, or I'll get on the train or the bus, And if I can't do that, then I guess that just won't happen, you know. You have to be able to understand how to say no to yourself, you know. So I think that, I'm pretty, I don't know what to say about these end of days times where I'm looking at my fellow human beings bawling, crying online and everywhere else. Even I got family members that are really stressed out about, what if this happens? What if that happens? I don't have any savings. And, I'm not going to lose hair or get blood pressure up worrying about things that they have not happened. And I see, when I find an opportunity, like, okay, they had 10 cans of tuna for $1. That's 10 cans of tuna for $10. So they were $1 per can. So what I'm saying is, you see opportunities like that, you buy 20 cans or 30 cans. You jump on opportunities when you see them. That's all you can do. Same thing for things like beans, bags of beans and grains and bread as well. But hey, how about buying a bread maker so that you can actually make your own bread? You got to find ways to get around these tough times. And I thank God for my mom. My mom was the tightest penny pitcher that I know, and I'm not making that as a negative thing. She taught me how to live in this world. I didn't know I was going to have to know how to do what she did in order to live, and I had to know. And I'll never be able to pinch a penny as tight as my mom did, but I am able to I know how to get by, and that is, I can create something out of nothing. I can have absolutely nothing and create something. I thank God for that. I am God's daughter, and that's what God did. He created the universe out of absolutely nothing, and so there goes that. And that's what kind of attitude you have to have. I'm not going to be a fatalist. Oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know. What kind of faith is that? I don't have that I don't feel that way. I'm very, very fortunate. I've been through, you wouldn't believe it, I've been in homeless shelters. I've been in all kinds of economic situations. I live in a car briefly. I've also had to live in my RV. I've had things happen in my life, so I know I can talk. I'm not one of those that's like living the high on the hog, and I'm like saying this, that, and the other thing, and the third, and I can't, identify with it. I can actually say, I know what you're talking about, and actually mean it, Anywho, this is Miss Gloria. If you know me now, you know this is how I be. This is how I am. So anyway, Miss Gloria at Our Lifestyle. Thanks for stopping by, and please pass this on to your friends and your buddies. And thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, my subscribers that I have. I have 36 subscribers, and I feel like I have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm so thankful for my subscribers. I hope you stop in and peek and say hi to me at some point, and leave a message. And like I said, share and subscribe and pass the word on about the things I talk about. I talk about quite a few things. Recently I've talked about homeschooling. I've talked about quite a few things. I have so many topics that I enjoy sharing with. So take a couple of deep breaths and get back to you a little bit later. This is Miss Gloria with Our Lifestyle.